Hi guys. I am here in these murals sponsored by who are they sponsored by? The following artwork has been reproduced by no sponsor. I'm in Carroll Gardens, Brooklyn, and I'm here to meet some friends for dinner. I actually have been to this area once or twice before, but not very often. So I always love coming to new areas of the city because, I don't know, you just see different architecture, different murals, artwork, just different feel, different vibe. Look at us, the old Tomcat.
This has been closed for like 3 years.
They've been renovating it?
Well, we've been doing brickwork on the building, and it had a lot of equipment up here, so it's basically don't want to miss the party now. So a couple of 4th of July's were pretty cool up here, you know, when they had the fireworks up here.
You get all types of music, every style, every genre. Ooh, just got back from a run, which is the good news that I went running. I went in Central Park again to try to ease the shock on my knee. My intention was to try to run twice around the reservoir. Last time I did once, and it was really hard. I've gone running 2 or 3 times since. I made it past one time around, and then a little bit, maybe 20% of the way around the second time. Probably, I'd say I did about 2 miles, give or take, all told. But I think there were 3 factors that prevented me from finishing. But first of all, the knee's feeling, I have to say, pretty good. As you know, I hurt it reffing hockey. I tweaked it a little bit. And it's been bothering me, I have to say, but it felt pretty good on the run. Not great, just all that means is better than it has been feeling. So that's good news. But I would say the 3 factors that prevented me from running twice around the reservoir. Number 1 is I'm just very heavy, so I can just feel carrying a lot of weight when I'm running, and just not easy. So I gotta try to continue to eat as best that I can. I've been doing pretty good, not great, but pretty good. That's the first factor. I'm a little heavy. Second factor is I'm still out of shape. My wind is a little bit better, but I still felt like a little bit short of breath, so I think that contributed. And lastly, it's still really hot out there. It is probably 90 degrees or very, very close to 90 degrees, And the reservoir, I would say about 2/3 of it right now are in the direct sunlight. And I've also been cleaning up the apartment a bit because they finally have started doing some work to install new gas pipes for the gas. And what they have to do is they have to rip out all the old ones and put the new ones in. So they were here yesterday and they were basically tearing up the ceiling, also behind the stove here. There's a hole in the wall there. Downstairs in the apartment, in the bathroom, they tore up the ceiling because the pipes go down there. But all this plaster is, it's just messy, it's just dusty, and gotta clean it up. So just got back from another run, and this one was a little bit better than the other day. I did not go to Central Park. I went here to the river, which is a harder surface, so less forgiving, so I've been avoiding it. But I went because I wanted to change, just a change of pace, because I had not a very good experience the other day. This one was a bit better. My knee, although my knees, I don't think it is ever going to be 100%, but it felt decent, pretty good for most of the run. Had some, in the beginning it takes a while to warm up, and then there were some pockets of discomfort, but generally it felt pretty good. I knew it was not going to be a long run just because of the way that course, I guess, is set up. It's just really an out and back, which means I only did basically one out and back, and then I ran a little extra. So I probably did about the same that I did the other day, which is okay. But, you know, my fitness is still, it's going to take a little while to get my fitness up. So I'm just going to keep working at it. But in terms of the knee feels pretty good, not great. I don't think it'll ever feel great. So God bless me, thank me, I'm welcome.
I went to like buy my apples
The comings and going. Do they brew their own? Back at the train station. Just headed up to Connecticut just for dinner tonight, and then I'm coming back into the city. It is 10:33 in the morning. I'm on the Q train on the way out to Coney Island, and as you can see, I have my own car once again. The last person just got off. I'm working 4 games today, and hopefully I'll get some cool footage of Coney Island itself, the cyclone. They actually have an ice rink out there. I've never been there, but looking forward to it.
This is Ocean Parkway.
To actually see the getting close. We only have 2 more stops. I can see the cyclone. They have a mermaid parade here, which celebrates the local artistic community. I actually did a video about it a couple years back. I'll link to it. You should see it in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, so you can check out that video. It's also where Nathan's is, which is the home of the original hot dog. The first Nathan's was right here at Coney Island. Maybe I'll get a hot dog before I leave. It's right there. You can see it. This is where they have the famous hot dog eating contest every year. I see on the wall 2017 Joey Chestnut 872 hot dogs. I think they get only 10 minutes to do it. It's the baseball stadium where the Brooklyn Cyclones play. It's right on the ocean, which is right there. And also the New York Cosmos play there. Professional soccer team. And it looks like this Cosmos have a game today because they're setting up. But here's the ice rink, which is also right on the ocean. Right, there's a boardwalk, very famous boardwalk. And then here's the ice rink. Cosmos are playing. I knew it. Just ref 4 games. The last game, the sun. The sun is glaring, shining down on one side of the ice. It's hard even to see. I'm physically tired, but it might be time for a hot dog. Seems pretty tame so far. I'll pass on that one. Now it's completely vertical. hot dogs were good. The thing that's good about them is they have that snap when you break that skin, the casing. Not exactly on my diet, but was actually, I had one banana after the first hockey game, and I had one banana after the third hockey game. And that was everything that I ate today, so not exactly on the diet, but I haven't really eaten that much today. So now I'm getting on the subway, my way home. The Q train is the last / first stop on the Q train, and my stop on the Q train, where I live, is the second to last stop. So I basically took the line, the entire line, except for one stop today, which I'm about to do again right now. It took about an hour and a half to ride the whole line this morning. But on the weekends, the Q makes a couple extra stops. Still in Coney Island, but you can see the Freedom Tower. My journey back home. I love Coney Island. Coney Island is one of those New York institutions that I really love. Okay, I'm all showered, I'm home. I feel good, I feel really good. My knee felt perfect today, meaning that that tweak to the knee that I did last time reffing, or 2 weeks ago, didn't feel it at all. The games were fast-paced, so I feel good, I feel tired. Last couple things on Nathan's. I'm a sucker for not missing out on the original, for example, or going someplace where they have the best of something, and I always want to get it. So when I'm in Coney Island, it's really hard for me to resist getting a hot dog at Nathan's. Even though it may not be the best hot dog there is, although it's a very good hot dog. I'm just a sucker for that kind of thing. So as I said, I haven't really eaten that much today, so I don't feel terrible about it. I've been on the Cyclone a couple times. I didn't mention that earlier. Some of those rides I would not go on, but I've been on the Cyclone a couple times. I would go on the Cyclone again. I like the Cyclone. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.